Hello and welcome to my free professional website design course. In this section, I will give you the basic information about the domain name and hosting service provider, how to choose a domain name and hosting service. Those who are watching this video for the first time, check out the playlist of my completely free website design course on my YouTube channel. It's a completely free, in-depth website design course for beginners, the business owners, and those who want to start a career in website designing. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel for upcoming new free online courses. So let's start with the domain name. What is a domain name? A domain name is nothing but the URL of your website. In other words, this will be the address of your website on the internet. If you are planning to run a website, then you will need a domain name for the website. For example, google.com is the domain name of Google company. I believe that everybody is aware of the domain name, so I will not waste your time explaining the domain. Now let's move on to the hosting service provider. What is a hosting server? A hosting server is the place where you will store your website content, files, images, forms, etc. The hosting service provider will give you a specific amount of space on their server to host your website. Your domain will be pointed to that hosting server. Anybody typing your domain will be directed to that hosting server and it will show your website. The hosting server is the home for your website pages, files, contents, images, and the domain name is the address of your home. In other words, to run a website online, you need a domain name and hosting service provider. These are the basic requirements of any online website. You can register a domain name through the hosting service providers also. Almost all the hosting service providers offer domain name registration services also. Now, how to choose a domain name? This is basic and very simple. If you are running a locksmith business, then you choose a domain that relates to your business. Mainly include the name of your business or the service that you provide. If you are designing a website for your business, then try to buy a domain that will include your business name or the product or the service. For example, yourbusinessname.com or yourservicearea.com or yourproduct.com. If you are a blogger and want to create a website to publish articles about a food blog, then you can choose a domain that will include your niche, that is a recipe. Avoid using a dash, underscore or other signs in the domain name and try to keep it simple, keep it small and easy to understand. I will suggest you to buy a domain with the extension .com or .org, .co. Avoid using uncommon domain extensions. .com extension is very common and people are used to it. If your business or website is limited to a specific country, then try to buy a domain with that country extensions such as .in for India, .com.au for Australia, .ca for Canada. Now, how to choose a hosting service provider? Many hosting service providers will give you a discount on the purchase of a new domain and hosting service. There are many hosting companies. However, you need to go for a reliable one. Below is the list of hosting service providers: HostGator, SiteGround, Bluehost, InMotion, Hostinger, GoDaddy, StartLogic. The list of hosting service providers is big, but I'll suggest you to go with big hosting service providers only. Do not go for cheap service providers to save few bucks. After all, you want to run a business online. Personally, I'm using HostGator for more than 9 years. Also, I use SiteGround and StartLogic service providers, and I never had any major issues with my websites. I have been running many successful websites and blogs. I also work as a freelancer for many website design companies in the United States, Canada, Australia, and companies in many other countries. These companies outsource their website design work to me, and I have designed more than 1200 websites. I mostly start designing websites on my hosting server, and once the work is done, I transfer the website to the client's domain and the hosting server. So you can imagine how many websites I have designed and transferred to the client's server. If you are planning for only one website, for your own business, then go for a small plan of one website only. In this course, we will be designing a website in WordPress. Many hosting service providers will give you the option to select WordPress hosting service for a single website at a low cost. WordPress hosting starts from $5.95 per month on HostGator and $6.99 per month on SiteGround. If you are new, then go for a small plan. Once you grow your business, upgrade to the upper level plan. If you want to start your career in web designing, then go for web hosting with cPanel. Using cPanel, you can have control over all the websites and create more and more websites. I especially like SiteGround hosting service account for one reason. They will assign a separate cPanel for each website you create. The advantage of having separate cPanel is that if one website gets corrupted, it will not affect the other website. I believe that you now have enough information about the domain and hosting. So go ahead and register a domain name and get the hosting service provider. I will give you links to HostGator and SiteGround hosting service providers. These are the affiliate links. I will get paid if you buy through my links. In the next section, we will discuss installing WordPress, themes and plugins. We will be designing a website using WordPress content management system because WordPress is the most used and trusted tool for designing websites. It is very easy to understand and it has many features. So see you in the next section.
Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to get more quick tips about online softwares and tools. If you have any questions, please leave us message in comments section and press the like button if you like the video. Thanks for watching Quick Tips.